And we are back with another video. Please
like, comment, and subscribe.
what?
As we twinning and hopefully get catchy.
You start saying it.
So today we're going to do a Hulu addition to the Corona. Staying outside. Today is the first day that we have curfew. So we have to be. We're not sure if it's 5 o'clock or 7 o'clock. Here in Arizona, I am not.
I just don't think it's fair because a lot of the doctor's offices, because we work in doctor's offices.
Yeah, we work in the medical field.
And they all, I don't care. It's either you work from 7 to 4 to 8 to 5 or 8 to 4:30.
I work 8 to 4:30. She works 8 to 5. So.
And it makes me nervous because I'm like, okay.
Yeah, and they said if you're out past curfew, you can get fined a huge ticket, or you could be placed in jail for a year. Who knows?
Well, on that note, I will be wearing my scrubs every day until this.
Well, we're supposed to wear scrubs.
We're supposed to wear scrubs, but
like we have
Fridays,
days that
we get to wear.
Down.
I get to wear dress down, but I will not be doing that until the end of April. That's when they say it's over.
It might be. All right, so let's get into this Hulu. We all rambling off. The first one we think that is a great show to watch will be Little Fires. It has Reese Witherspoon, Kerry Washington, Joshua Jackson, and it's a really good show. I actually really liked.
I like it because it has a lot of drama to it. I like both of the parents.
I do too.
The mom that's the artist is more like she's real laid back, but she's strict. But
you can't really tell.
You can't figure her out.
I can't figure her out. It's like I want to get more
detail with her and more of a backstory.
Yes, they haven't gave that to us yet. Yeah. There's only four episodes in so far. We'll be watching that tonight. Yeah, so that one's a really good show, and it's called Little Fires.
And I believe it's set in early 2000s.
Early
1999 or 2000.
It brings it back when we was kids, you know. Yeah. So that's a really good.
It's a really good show. Really good.
I mean, out of like 5 stars, what will we get? 4 or 5?
I'm giving. I want to say a 5.
I want to say a 5 too.
Because if I missed, I wish that I would have missed more because I like to binge watch.
Yeah, we do.
But now it's just like, oh, I gotta wait till the show to come on. Oh, I gotta wait for it to go out. But yeah. So I will give it a 5 because I'm like, oh, I want to be able to binge watch it. So yeah, I'll give it a 5.
Yes. So yeah.
So that's called Little Fires Everywhere. Our next selection
will be The Good Doctor. It is about a young doctor. He has autism, which is like a communication.
I think it's more so Asperger's syndrome, right? Or no?
Well, they just say
yeah.
It could be. It's probably a different form for what he has. High function. I'm not sure. I'm not good with the terms of it. But it's a really good show. It just, to me, I don't know. I just really enjoyed the show. I love it. Like, I felt like the actor Freddie Highmore, which is the doctor who plays Sean. Mm-hmm. He really did his research on how, because our cousin, he's artistic, has autism, and just how when a person reaches, he goes like it's just the way he really studied.
He really studied
the body language
of someone with the autism. I always get it like messed up.
I want to say artistic and then autism.
Yeah.
But it's really good, and it opens up like my eyes. Like
I love watching people with different type of disabilities because I like to see people in different light.
Yeah, you know, more in positive light.
More positive light and more, with us as a community of just
Yeah,
human.
they're not being separated.
They're not being separated. We're just together. And I like seeing things like this because I feel like it's a conversation starter.
Yeah, it was definitely.
It's more so.
There's another show on Netflix that has a character that plays someone with Asperger's syndrome or autism. I feel like they're kind of the same, but I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I don't know how to separate the two.
Yeah, but he's more so he likes to figure out. He like mysteries on like what someone's illness is, and plus me and my sister we do like a lot of like hospital shows.
Oh, sure do.
We like a lot of surgeries. Those things don't bother us.
Love Dr. Pimple Popper. I don't know if you
Yeah.
guys heard of her, but I love it.
The weird stuff.
My
we
weird
watch
stuff on YouTube.
YouTube.
But so The Good Doctor is a really good show. I enjoy it. It is based off like why he became a doctor is he watched his brother pass.
Yeah, he watched his brother die.
And his rabbit passed away. And he just wanted to help people. He wanted to figure out why.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's the type of doctor I would want because he's super obsessed. He has to find out what happened. Why? How can I fix it? And it's just how his mind works. So I think that one's a great show. I think you guys should watch that. Yeah. And for me, I would give it a 5 out of 5.
I would give it a 5, definitely.
And I love all the cast that play in that show. Yeah. They're freaking.
But our favorite is the main
Sean.
Character. Yeah, Sean.
But his name is I just said it, Freddie.
Yeah.
So he's awesome. So. He's awesome. And another one I would have to say is Good Girl.
Good Girl.
That's a really good one. It's all gangster. It's a little bit.
It's humor.
It's these three moms just trying to make it. They get tangled up with this man named Manny. He's one of the his name's not Manny. I'm sorry. Rio.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, but I think his name is Manny
in like
real life. So they get tangled up with him. He's a gangster. They start washing money, which is
for him.
And,
which is, I guess, counterfeit money or whatnot.
So, and I just like them three women together. And then I like shows like with strong women. So I just feel like they're just good together. Yeah, and they're at funny parts.
It's funny. It's really lighthearted. It's not really a serious drama or anything like that.
There's some parts that are kind of sad.
The reason like Rita or Rudy.
Yeah, Rudy. We'll just use the character's name. Okay, Rudy.
The reason she started doing it is because her daughter was in is really sick and she can't afford
the medicine.
The medicine, and it's just so expensive.
And they like kind of tugged on my heart. I'm like, honestly, I would do anything for my kids. If my kids were sick, I would try to do anything and everything that I can to make sure my kids have the medicine. I mean, she's working like 2-3 jobs. Yeah. I mean.
And it still wasn't enough. And her
husband was a
officer, and it still wasn't covering.
I was like, God.
And it's like the insurance wasn't covering enough. It's just that part is sad, but most of the other things is very lighthearted.
Yes,
everything else is very lighthearted. The other mom, she's like
real laid back.
Very
Annie,
chill.
Yeah, she is real laid back, real chill. I don't know. She's just real fun.
She's fun and she's like young. She's younger than both of them.
Yeah, and she has a daughter that is transgender, that identifies as male. So that's an interesting relationship that they have together.
And then we have the other mom. I think is Beth.
Yeah, Beth.
She is the mom that it looks like she was a stay-at-home mom.
She's a house mom.
She was a house mom, not really doing anything very exciting. So. I think she's the one that started this. So we will be talking about the next one would be Handmaids. Now this one, I didn't know that I didn't think we would like it. Yeah?
Yeah, we didn't think so.
But it is very binge worthy.
Yeah, they have Elizabeth Moss,
She's the main character.
Devon, Joseph.
Ugh,
Yeah, he's.
Ugh.
But they have so many great actors in here. It's a really good show. It's about women that it's a time where women they are unable to have children, so they can.
It's like it's based on our like the future, but it's not
futuristic.
Yeah, not nothing
like wild
or anything. Everything is pretty much basic. It's like they don't get to watch TV. There's no TVs there.
They're not allowed to read.
They're not. Women aren't allowed to read.
Not even
women aren't allowed to work
or go to school
at past a certain age.
Excuse me. It's night. We just
got off of work. But women aren't allowed to do anything because they feel that
women are only here to make children, to bear their children. So some of the men are married to other women. Their women cannot have children. So they get these girls called handmaids, and
they're really all of them are pretty much forced to have handmaids, but they only have the handmaids until they get the handmaid pregnant, and then after that, and the baby is fully off the breast.
So they have the child, they breastfeed them, and then once the baby is done nursing, like up to a year,
the wife keeps
the baby. So the handmaid did her job. She just gave them a baby.
Yeah.
So the husband is raping them. Like I say, it's rape, but they call it like
They call it something else. But
touch my eye.
Though the wives are involved, they're in the room, but they
pin the hands down.
They pin their hands down while their husband
is
torturing these women or this woman. But I know it's like dark, it's crazy, but it's really a good show.
It's a light at the end of the tunnel, so it has some good moments in it. So.
Yeah, women just aren't allowed to do anything. They're not even allowed to drive, and this goes for both of the wives, the handmaids and the wives. They are equal. The only thing is one is married, and she has a little say so, but not much. Not like nothing. And then the women most of the women aren't fertile or are not able to have children. So those women that aren't able to have children, they put them in broths, right?
Yes.
Is that what it's called? And they are pretty much just when men want to sneak off to a different like colony or whatever, like underground, those women are there. And it's just it's sad, but it's a really good show. It's a little dark. But
no, alrighty, sorry. I'm trying to cater to my kids. We're doing like spelling tests. Everybody has to homeschool their kids right now.
Damn. My sister had me cracking up earlier. Like, what did you say? You're like, I just appreciate.
Oh, I said when August comes, I'm like, please don't go nowhere.
Don't go nowhere else,
no.
Peter.
We need you. We need you. I don't really have the. I just don't have the patience to like teach. Okay. I'm sorry. Let me put my daughter. All right, so the next one would be I'm really liking this show called 911. I even like the 911 Long Star, so I like both of those shows. They're both really good. Strong. I like the characters and the leading characters in both. I'm trying to find 911. It's really late, but just like these characters. They're amazing.
Yeah. And it's like we were saying earlier, we like the I guess they do a little bit of like surgery and trying to help people.
Yeah, they try to help people. Yeah. It's like, and I like that it's because I I always thought about that. Do the 911 person thinks? I'm sorry. Let me.
Watch 911. And then, like you were saying, she had cut it off a little bit, but she was saying, like, people that do call
911, the
the operator.
dispatcher. Well, I cannot talk, but y'all know what I mean. And so they always wonder what happened to the person. Did they survive? Did they make it out? It's like they never know. Like they're just cut off to that point once the officers reach the person that's needing the help.
Yeah, I was thinking about doing that before I got my job that I work at now. I was thinking about working at like a crisis center. Yeah, just thought it'd be something different.
So that one's a good one to watch.
I would give it a 4.
I give it a 4. 4 out of 5.
I'm gonna say 3.5. 3.5. The next one that we feel like it's really good.
We just started watching it.
Yes, and it's called For My Life.
No, For Life.
For Life. And it is about this dad. Well, he was originally from he
owned his own business.
Mm-hmm.
He opened up a club. The club was being watched by like police or detectives or
the feds.
Yes, and someone was selling drugs outside
in his club.
Not him.
He had no idea. No idea.
But because the people that he decided to go into business with, which he thought was his friends, they turned on him. They said that he did the crime.
He was
the main leader, the head chonto of it. So he was trying to fight for his life because he was like, I'm not gonna take the less deal for something I didn't do.
So he didn't plead because he didn't do it. And so because he didn't plead, he's facing life in prison. Well, he's serving life in prison.
And he's gonna so what he's did for 9 years is get his law degree. And he's getting other inmates out. It's crazy how he's in a jumpsuit, then he's in a suit.
Yeah. So he's in jail, but he's a lawyer.
And he's getting people out.
And he's getting people out, or he's giving them less time. The only thing is for some reason, the government has something
with him. It's like
they have something against him, or they didn't do his crime, or they didn't really, they didn't do? They didn't have enough evidence towards him to put him in jail, but they don't care about that. Because the governor is trying to run.
Yeah, I guess he doesn't care.
So he
if
doesn't
he
care.
did it or not.
He don't care. Yeah. So that's his whole thing. So they keep hiding his all of his stuff,
all his case.
So he can't really fight his case when he doesn't know what he's up against.
Exactly.
That
was a really good. And now he's fighting even harder because his daughter is pregnant, and I don't want to get too much away. I think that you guys should tune in. 50 showed up in the last episode. Mm-hmm. He did his part. I like 50 Cent. I think he's a great actor. Yeah. So that one's a good one. Yeah. What would you give it?
I'll give it 4.
I would too.
Yeah. I feel like
4.5.
Yeah. I would. I'm gonna say 4. I'm gonna say 3.5 because it's not like one that I'm like, oh, let me wait for it to come on or something like that.
Yeah.
But it's like, dang, if I'm not really doing much and it's very interesting, yeah, I'm gonna watch it.
Yeah.
It's a good one. Good one
is Snowfall.
Oh my god.
That's one that like the drug crack cocaine or crack was involved.
This is when it first came out. People didn't know about it,
cooking it,
and so they basically, this is a good one because they have, it's like, I guess the governor or the government,
they wanted the drugs.
They wanted the drugs to be put into a, I guess like the black community, because
Well,
that's what it was
anywhere,
anywhere, but it affected the black
black community.
community the hardest. It was some sad parts, but you know, people they would do the drug and they'll get addicted
So
that
quick.
day.
Remember his? Oh, and one part was really interesting, and I like where it's based. Like where
It's
it's at,
based on like
Los Angeles,
yeah,
and
so,
like in like back in the day,
like the 80s,
yeah,
like when it first that the
when it
epidemic started.
But it's like how they wear their clothes, how they talk. It's just like brings me back to
It
like
brings
my
us
parents. It like makes me think.
it
of my
brings us
parents.
back to our roots because we're originally from California. We're California girls, but we live in Arizona now. But it is it is a true story and it's a sad story, and it shows
How that just ripped
how
families
it
apart.
ripped families apart. How it took dads away from their families, daughters away from their kids, mothers away from their children. It's so sad, but it's a really good show. It does have some funny parts. He did start it off. First, he was like, "Oh, I'm just gonna sell some weed," so that's what he's doing. And then this man saw like he worked for the government, and he saw that he was, doing what he was doing. He was like, here, try this, try selling this. And it literally took a day, and this man was making thousands and then millions.
Yeah.
Um,
Where he was just getting paranoid too. It
Yeah.
was where he had bought a house. He had where it had like a safe in there where he could keep all his money. He just got real paranoid.
Yeah.
But I think that's with anybody. I mean, you have all that money in your house. I mean, that's scary. Because people want what you have.
Yeah.
At least back then, That's how I'm just talking about.
And he had to end up like it's some twists and turns, but he had a girlfriend, very smart, beautiful.
She was going to college.
Going to college. She tried it one time
and was hooked.
And she was hooked. She
threw her whole life away.
She threw her whole life. She literally tried it one time.
It's really sad.
And she started stealing stuff from her own home to sell.
We can't give too much away.
Yeah, I can't give too much away, but it's a good show. It will have you addicted. I don't know if it's gonna be a season 4 because we're on 3 right now.
Yeah.
We don't know if it's gonna be a season 4, but we hope it is because it's a good show, and I feel like it's a story that needs to be told.
Yeah, people need to hear it. It's good.
It had
parts where I was just like, oh my god, like, oh, come on, stop. I'm a real since I had children, I don't know, I'm just a crier.
We're just a very emotional person. People.
Yeah.
But that is a good show. Like, it's legit.
Yes, it's worth the watch.
It's worth the watch right now. I will say it's been binge worthy.
So for that one, I would give it 5 stars because
5 stars.
I'm addicted to that show. I love watching it. And you know what? It's not just I like the characters and how they play their part. Like they really make you feel like they is that person. So
they had the lingo down. I don't even know if they really from LA, but the way that they acting, they sound
their
like
body
language, their movements, it's all LA. I like it because I feel like the way that they have the scene and how it's set up, it's like if I was back in my day, like just recording my friends or something like that, or you know what I mean, like it's like they had the clothes down. They had the shoes down. They had the whole environment that it literally makes it like, dang, they really did their research because it looks like how I grew up. I'm not from LA, but the houses and it looks like I was in that area. You know what I mean? I don't know how to explain, but it's good. It's really good.
Yeah, it's really good.
I want to be.
So I would, but yeah, we definitely. Yeah, definitely check that one out. That one's a really good one too. One of my favorite ones right now.
Yeah, that's on the top.
Yeah. I like number 1 is I love that God, because it's coming back.
The mermaids.
No, not the mermaid. What the three young boys?
Oh, Shy.
The Shy.
The Shy. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's a good one, but it's not part of here because it's not on Hulu. It's on HBO.
But
yeah. So,
I don't know.
Showtime.
HBO. One of them.
One of them. We don't know because we watch it through our Fire Stick. So yeah. And the next one I think will be. Well, that was it.
Yeah.
No next one. Sorry, guys.
It's getting pretty late. I was thinking about it. I was like, no, sis,
Yeah.
nah. But there's a lot of good ones. I mean, even on Hulu today, it said that they had a whole bunch of like new ones today that I kind of want to check out. But I'll probably fall asleep because I'm tired.
She never makes it. She always goes to sleep.
Yeah, I will fall asleep on a person in a heartbeat. They would be
I'll
like
be in
talking.
full
She's like,
conversation.
did you see that? Ugh, I'm out. I'm damn cold.
Out like a
what was I gonna see? I see.
One we could have mentioned was the one. Is it called Cerno? Seren. I believe it's like a
mermaid. The mermaid.
It's a mermaid, but it's not like fairy tale.
Yeah,
and that's why we like it because there's a twist to it.
Let me show you that one. There we go. That's
and that's coming on, and they about to have a mermaid baby. Mm-hmm. So that's very interesting.
Yeah, I was supposed to say, did they come out with the season?
No, it's going to be coming out next. Right? Yeah, it's coming in April.
Oh, that's the one I was talking about.
And then this one shot.
They didn't have this on Hulu. Okay. That is the one I was talking about. Actually, I thought it was on HBO because we were watching on the.
It is on HBO. It's just they showing it on Hulu.
Okay, so
but we don't know if they're gonna do new ones.
Okay, so I just got super excited. I'm gonna actually add that to my stuff.
See, this is raw, uncut. Is that how they do it?
Yeah. Okay, so I want to see this one because I think it looks cute. I'm into it says every day. I want to watch that. There was one I was showing you. I was like, oh, it was like a young girl, African American. She was. Outsiders was good too.
Oh yeah, Outsiders is good. I think it's on season 2.
Power's good.
We missed 2 seasons of Power.
Yeah, I don't know.
People already ruined it.
Yeah, they talking about, oh my God, such and such died. I'm like, what? No.
But not enough for me to go back 2 seasons. So
yeah, no.
I mean, I was addicted to that show. It was very binge-watchy, but
you know what? I can't find it. I'm not seeing it.
Oh, she doesn't see it.
Yeah, it's probably on one of these new ones. I mean, it said it was new, but I'm hoping I'm gonna see it while I'm talking to you guys. But here. Oh, is that it? No. Margaret Atwood's documentary. I don't know what that's about. But yeah, so those are ones we like. Oh, Wu-Tang. Wu-Tang is amazing too.
That is freaking legit.
That's fire. I like that show.
Fire.
I just don't know if they're coming out with a season 2.
I know. I hate when I get into shows.
Pen 15. I don't know if y'all watched that. That was a good one.
But this is our generation right here.
Everything they were coming out, I was like, oh my God.
When they did that AOL and you get on the phone, hang up the phone. Oh my God, bring me back.
Oh my God.
These kids nowadays will never know the struggle of AOL.
When the internet really just started. I know, that used to be so irritating. But they only had like 100 sites back then. I can't find it. Right. So we're going to have to cut this video short.
All right. So we're going to say peace. And I hope that you guys like our selection of binge-worthy shows
on Hulu
when you are quarantining at
Yep.
this time.
Yes.
Alrighty. Bye, you guys.
Bye.